My elderly friend is senile, and it just bothers me that she doesn't answer her phone. I mean, she is very, very bad at, like, connecting. Like, I mean, but it has to do with her being traumatized as a child. It's really weird. These people, they're great when they're homeless, and she's elderly. I don't even see how she made it. But then, now that she's like a little settled down, okay, all victims have this problem. They can get super depressed, like I did this year. It's just normal. A whole bunch of bad stuff happened to you, and then all of a sudden you just relax, and you just don't take care of yourself. Like, I should have been praying every single day. I shouldn't have damned my days and prayed, which is my positive affirmations. That would have worked for me, and that can still work for me. And I'm just, it's just disappointing. It's nice to have a good, reliable friend. Like, I'm an elderly man, so, like, my elderly female and male friend, they're both in their 70s, and, okay, like, yeah, I talked over an hour, but it's not like that's ever gonna happen again. He thought the very next night that I'd have church on his staircase, and I have to walk all the way over there. You get money. Can you give me like a few bucks, for walking all the way over to your place, and I'm accommodating you. All you have to do is just walk outside. But there's a lot of people that are not considerate. And I noticed that when I ate breakfast with him one day. People just, they're into themselves. And that's, Now, a victim, it's okay for them to be into themselves, because they never were allowed to be into themselves. But my problem of me staying a victim for so damn long was my insane abuser telling me it never ever happened. Like my dead husband. Thank God he died. Never ever helped me out. Period. Except, I guess, the real wrong that my family did, which is just unspeakable what they did. So he just helped me stay alive. So that's all. I survived. That was all I did my entire existence. Surviving, especially like from 2016 on. Just surviving. But I mean, 2000, my whole life is really, really bad. Trauma after trauma after trauma, year after year, trauma, it just really, really, really bad. Okay, I'm just gonna read a little bit of the book and then put my insight into the little baby book that I have. So again, affirmations are useless if you do not believe in yourself. You have to love yourself and believe in yourself. And affirmations, you just do that naturally. So I pray. I don't. Affirmations, I'll say an affirmation after I pray. That's my meditation. That's my affirmation. Then I'll just naturally think affirmations, not... Affirmations does nothing for me, but it might help out someone else. Okay. Ditch the self-depreciating humor. Seemingly harmless jokes over time turn into serious destructive beliefs. Our thoughts become our words, no fake. So, if you're a victim and you're around your insane abuser all the time that hates you to death, then there's no way you can make it. Okay. Words become your beliefs. can't be around your abuser. You can't do anything. It's all their fault. And they stop you from thinking. They stop you and make you want to die. That's... They give you the death frame of mind, not you. It's their fault. It's 100% their fault. Okay. Got that straight. So you become your beliefs. Our beliefs become our actions, and our actions become our habits. And our habits become our realities. So, yeah, first you have to believe in yourself. And then you can do positive actions. And, of course, your actions become who you are. So, our habits become realities, of course. Also, notice the verbiage that runs through your mind when you're being the most heinous to yourself, and come up with a new and improved response. For example, if every time you look in the mirror, your first thought is, yikes, make a conscious effort to change it to, hi, gorgeous. That doesn't mean shit. All you have to do is love yourself. I would inspire, millions of people, who might be shy to do a video. Who cares? I look like shit every single video I do because I'm poor. But guess what? It's not my fault. It's all my insane abuser's fault. Seriously, it is. You steal everything from me, what do I have? It's not my fault. Yeah, I like to look good, but it's not necessary. I mean, you have a problem with somebody looking like shit? It's what's on the inside. It's... I mean, look gorgeous all you want. If you're not real, it doesn't mean shit. So, I love myself. I don't need... It's nice to look good, but it's not necessary. Okay? Alright, when you look in the mirror, I'm okay looking. Actually, I'm not that bad looking. But I'm not going to say, hi, gorgeous, because I lost my looks a long time ago. I love myself. It doesn't matter what you look like when you love yourself, in my opinion. Pretty much a given. All right. Let the love in. Receive compliments gracefully instead of countering with a disclaimer such as, oh, this ratty old thing, try this instead. Thank you, period. I guess I was negative towards myself. And I used to not take compliments, but I get complimented. It doesn't matter. If you love yourself, it doesn't matter to be complimented or not. Alright. Take care of your body, too. Say nice things about your body, dress it up, and take it out. Move it, stretch it, nourish it, hydrate it, pay attention to it. The better our bodies feel, the happier and more productive we are. Of course, that's an obvious given. But it's your thoughts that will... So, I guess the regular worldly people have to make affirmations. But that won't work unless you believe yourself. So my affirmations aren't affirmations. It would just be prayer. Get these hell negative thoughts away from me and replace it with a peace that passes all understanding. That is the best affirmation that there could be by the powerful, precious, sacred blood of Jesus. Okay. Don't compare yourself to others. Wrong. It's the best thing that a victim can do in order to understand all the abuse that's really going on with them, with their insane abuser, attacking them, making them want to die. Then if they compare themselves, then they're able to work through that, oh my God, I'm dealing with insanity. And wow, other people don't have to deal with insanity, but look at my life. They can watch a TV show or whatever. Wow, these people act civil on the talk show. well, I never have that. That's reality. Like, you have to compare yourself, especially when you're a victim. Now, what they mean by this is you can bring yourself down. Like, the Smiths, the next door neighbors, have the brand new car, and if you like pools, I would never ever want anything to do with a pool. But I would want like a fire pit. I'd have a woodsy area, and it would be nice to have a lake. So if you compare yourself to be jealous of another person, and you're looking at them like, oh, I have to get a better fire pit. I never ever think like that. So that's just off for me. It's good to compare yourself to better yourself. The victim is able to better themselves when they compare themselves. It's a learning strategy for the victim, but just to be open-minded and see what everyone does. And okay, well, I'm not for that. Period. And you move on. It's good to compare yourself. I'm not sure I even read it. Do not waste your precious time giving one single crap about what anybody else thinks of you. What other people think about you has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Now, that's not true. In my case, my insane abusers were awful to me. So it's okay for me to process and know that they're just awful scum of the earth. And it's good to realize that. So when I was little and wanted to die all the time, it's all me. There's something wrong with me. No, it was everything to do with my insane abuser. Nothing was wrong with me. Okay. The only questions you ever need to consider when making decisions about your life is, this something I want to do, or have? Is this something I want to be? Is this something I want to do? Or is this something I want to have? They're very good questions. Okay. Is this going to take me in the direction I want to go? Not should go. That's another great thought. Right. If I hang around losers who are beggars, well, then that's going to get me nowhere. And don't I get sick of that? And if I hang around gossipers, well, that's no good. It just poisons my mind. It's toxic. I don't want that. So I want the direction that other people are going. Is this going to screw over anybody else in the process? That is a very loving, considerate thought, which most in my life never ever even had that thought. It's just, how can I destroy you? How can I destroy you? Yeah. So that's a really nice one. Is this going to screw over anybody else in the process? It is me screaming and blaming the other person for something that I did and it's all my fault. Is that going to screw up this person that I made a victim? Oh yes, most definitely you screwed over your victim. Yes. Okay. Your mother being disappointed of your friends being outraged does not qualify as screwing someone over. Wait a minute. Your mother being... no. Okay, well, that person's sticking up for mom. Well, there's most unspeakable moms. Yeah. All that matters is what's true for you. No, that's... okay, it depends. The empty shells that don't even know what truth is and are in total denial, that does not apply to them. Okay? It doesn't apply. Um, all that matters is what's true for you. Get your heaven away from the insane abuser who makes you want to die. And if you can stay connected to that without strain, you will be a mighty superhero. That's not true for many people. Most people are meanies, and they're bullies, so it doesn't apply to them. You're more than enough. Avoid comparison like the plague. Okay, well, again, I disagree because it's very good to compare. It is. Like, oh, wow, I really got screwed over by my abuser. Wow. Excellent to compare. Forgive yourself. I didn't have to forgive myself. I did no wrong. Now, I do wrong when I hate people, but they made me hate them. My insane abuser made me hate them. So it's a different scenario, but I can't hate. Hating is one of the worst things. Or wrongs. You don't need to say sin. Wrongs. It's one of the worst wrongs. And right and wrong is not relative to everybody. Like, oh, well, if that's right for them, it's okay. No, it's not. It's not right to lie, steal, and try to destroy someone. No, that's bad. Oh, well, how do you know? Like, okay, it's kind of obvious when you see a victim and the victim has nothing, okay? It's obvious who a victim is. And nothing's done about domestic violence, and it pisses me off. Forgive yourself. You have screwed up past. You will screw it up again. Dragging around guilt and self-criticism is beyond unhealthy. Right. I don't, I was ruined because of the insane abuser attacking me, like, forever. So, I have it's not my fault that they were so mean to me. It's all them. They absolutely hate themselves. And they tried to destroy me. It's their fault. It's utterly pointless, not to mention boring. Guilt, shame, and self-criticism are some of the most destructive forces in your life, which is why forgiving yourself is one of the most powerful. You aren't a better person for feeling guilty or bad about yourself, just a sadder one. Victims have to go through a process of grieving, so that's fine. Okay, it depends on the circumstances. Okay. So, like, I feel guilty, not praying every day. I wasted time that I should have been, But then I had, backstabbers, bother me, and, like, that's no good. So, I was never in shame. So, I feel like, oh, okay, I messed up because I wasn't, doing my artwork every day. Okay, that's bad. I'm not in shame of anything I did. It's all my insane abuser's fault. What did I do wrong? I'm not that way. I don't attack other people. So, shame never existed in my life. Self-criticism, yeah, I did. I used to be really hard on myself, hating myself before I loved myself. And self-criticism for a victim is thinking about their insane abusers' insults. So that's bad. So they might never ever felt that way about themselves, but that's what happened, and it's not their fault. What are you doing here? Really? It's a great question. Right. And people that hate themselves, hate their lives, right? That's, do you love yourself? And what are you doing here? What do you want to do? If you could do anything, what would you love to do? And I used to ask that to my kids when I was allowed, a long time ago. Every single person is born with unique and valuable gifts to share with the world. Once we figure out what ours are and decide to live our lives putting them to use, that's when and only when the real party begins. Living a life on purpose is available to everybody. No, it is not. It is not available to the third world countries. And there's at least 1 billion people that live in the third world countries. There's at least 1 billion victims in the world. And I would say like half the world that statement doesn't apply to, because their life is just that bad. Okay. Living a life on purpose is available to everyone. No, it's not available to half the world, unfortunately. So that's a good reason to think, oh, is Earth hell? Oh, do I live in hell because evil reigns and nothing bad happens to child molesters and rapists? That's a great point that I made right now. Like, nothing bad happens to them. Oh, you get 1 out of 1,000 rapists. I don't give a shit. Who cares? The one that you got. So what? What about the other 1,000 that are running around? Who cares? So what? Living a life on purpose is available to everyone. So if you are struggling or settling or completely confused about what you're supposed to do with your life, know that the answer is to just love yourself and want to do the best for you. And the answer is loving yourself and believing in yourself. The answer is believing in yourself, and you can't believe in yourself if you do not love yourself. That's a really good point. It exists, and so does the life you can't wait to create. You just need to get some clarity first. Here are some guidelines on getting clear on who you are and what your calling is. The first one is be an alien. Imagine that you're an alien floating around in outer space and you suddenly sweep down to Earth and inhabit your own body. What is this person you've inhabited so obviously awesome at? What do they have the most fun doing? Okay, that's a really good perspective, because you're to look at yourself as, you don't have to imagine it that way. You can just do what I always did, disassociate out of my body. Okay, alright, I'm up here, and alright, what talents do I have? What what do you have the most fun doing? That's what you want to do. What connections do they have? What resources and opportunities are available to them? How are you going to use this new body and this existence to create something fabulous and awesome starting right now? So that's really good thinking right there. Like, okay, I'm living on purpose. I want to do something good. I'm not just, doing the same thing